So I've been training here since 2022. So for it's been 3 years. Wow. Okay, yeah, I've been training here for 3 years. Yeah, when I first started alone during the pandemic, my partner had a weightlifting rack, or he had a squat rack at his house, and I felt really cooped up and needed to exercise. And so I'd watched some online videos and I started lifting by myself. And that was fine at the beginning, but then I hurt myself because I was only kind of basing my form off of videos I was watching. I didn't have any one-on-one feedback. So when things kind of cleared up and I recovered from that injury enough to feel like I could start training again, I came here to start to like really get it right and to not hurt myself again, because I was really enjoying the feeling of how powerful lifting made me feel, and I've liked the feeling of getting stronger, but I wanted to do it in a way where I wasn't going to hurt myself. Yeah, I searched for weightlifting gyms in Pittsburgh, and then I specifically looked for places that had women on staff, because I wanted to work with somebody who had a similar body to me and kind of understood like my center of gravity and things like that, and could understand like my own, like, you know, it wasn't like a hard requirement, but it was something that I wanted. I just wanted that sort of camaraderie of somebody who kind of knew what that was like to be a woman and to weightlift. And Gina was the first person I met with here, and we started training together ever since, and like we clicked right away, and she's been a really great trainer. I was pretty intimidated by the whole idea of, in particular, of exercising around other people in a gym. I hated doing that in the past. I would prefer to work out at home where no one could see me, and that was a real big hurdle to overcome in order to start coming here. But this gym, Pittsburgh Fitness Project, I have never felt judged. I have never felt even like anybody's even really paying attention to what I'm doing, except Gina, who's supposed to, and that just like it fell away eventually. And so if people are worried about that sort of anxiety of being perceived or of not doing it right in front of other people or that kind of thing, like, this is a place where that people are only going to be nice, and if you don't want people to pay attention to you, they won't. And but also, I think I've had a lot of my friends, particularly women, be like, "Wow, like that's so cool that I could never do that," or "Oh, I want to do that, but I don't. But it seems like I could hurt myself and stuff." And my advice would be, even if it's not a long-term relationship, like how I've been working with Gina, to at least begin with a trainer so that you can understand good form, and you can set up a plan for yourself with somebody who, you know, has been doing it for a long time. I've experienced a lot of changes since I started weightlifting. I lost a significant amount of body fat. I gained an incredible amount of muscle. I fit into jeans that are the same size as what I fit into when I was in high school, even though that wasn't necessarily a goal of mine. I didn't get into lifting for weight loss purposes, but simply through kind of keeping an eye on my nutrition, making sure that I was eating enough protein, that kind of thing. My body composition changed drastically. That feels, though, I feel like that's the thing that's the most noticeable about me that other people have noticed, but the thing that feels like kind of this side bonus benefit, the thing that has really struck me as the most important thing is my physical confidence in the world. I feel it just feels easier moving through the world. I feel like I occupy my body in a different way. I enjoy occupying my body in a different way. I feel like I have this sense of physical competency that I've never had before. I just hit a PR like 2 weeks ago about, I did a 225-pound deadlift, which for me was a pretty big deal.
Let's go, come on, yeah!
My deadlift and my squat, I want to keep going up with. There's a part of me that really wants to do a powerlifting competition. The part of me who is scared about being perceived in public is a little nervous about that, especially because you have to wear like the like kind of goofy clothes and stuff. But on the other hand, like, it seems really fun, and it would be really cool to be around like other women who take weightlifting seriously, and people who are my own age, and kind of see where I stack up against them and stuff. Because that is one thing, is that I don't know a lot of other people who, like a lot of women who lift the same way I do. I know they're out there, but it would just kind of be interesting to see what they're like and like the way they go about things versus the way I go about things and stuff. I don't know. That is one of my goals, is to do that within the next year or two. So another thing that I guess I just want to brag about is that recently I've been able to deadlift and squat my husband's weight, not just my own. So that was also an accomplishment.